Hi, Elaine Fraze, Farm Family Coach here, coming to you from a very nice hotel in Denver, Colorado. And I think you can see that big grizzly behind me. I'm not real keen on bears, and I'm sure you aren't either. And this week's insight is about micromanaging and helping dads let go and stop micromanaging. So I'm just curious, is it the lack of delegation? Is it that they have to know everything? Is it they ask for frequent updates if they redo the other employees' work? All kinds of things that they're doing that are not showing trust in the team. So the reason I have the bear behind me is because I'm afraid of bears usually. And the question comes from curiosity with how you're working with your dad or other bosses or leaders or managers on your farm or in your business. My curiosity is, what are they afraid of? And have you ever asked them? Because the questions and the responses you get may surprise you. A lot of farmers that I have worked with who put in 40 years, 43 crops, what they're afraid is that the next gen is going to screw up, or there's a fear of failure. So there's a fear of loss of wealth and loss of equity in the farm. And so you need to talk about that by having financial transparency. The other fear they have is, who am I if I no longer can put purple diesel in my pickup truck, or if I'm not the one that when I pick up the phone and say, hello, Fraze Family Farms, I'd like to speak to the manager. Well, you're no longer the main manager anymore. So there's an identity issue. What is your identity going forward as you age in place on the farm? And so your dad or your mom may be going through some role clarity and some identity things that are really troubling them. And in a lot of farm families where the mom is the keeper of the books, not all families, but in many, then there's also a fear of letting go of delegation of that, because how are they going to be kept in the loop going forward? So what's the answer to micromanaging? Is, first of all, you need to get courageous. You need to see conflict and difficult feedback as a business risk management strategy and stop avoiding it. So the conflict avoidance stance stops now. The second thing is, once you embrace the fact that you have to have some courageous conversations, you have to be really clear about what you want to be done differently. And I have this saying, different is not wrong, it's just different. And so what you might want to look at is a business plan or a one-page statement about how you want things to be different going forward. What is your vision for the farm? What things might you do differently? And we've had this discussion lately with the dairy family where we're coaching, where the dad is having a really hard time letting go of negative criticism. And that's not helpful to the culture of your farm. And as you recall, the culture is the glue that holds things together. And it's what you believe, how you behave towards each other, and how you make decisions. So I'd like to offer you my ultimate decision maker one-page tool. It will help you see very specifically what you as a successor are doing, what the founders are doing, and what decisions possibly you're making jointly together. Micromanaging is maybe a way that your dad or the founder or your mom is looking at accountability. But a better way for accountability is for you to meet, have organized, agenda-driven family business meetings so that there's accountability, people know what's going on and why, and there's benchmarking and there's financial transparency. So I hope these tips on micromanaging and helping farm dads let go of control have been helpful. And you know, you let go a lot of things when you're running away from a bear. So I'm just curious if you can embrace what people are afraid of on your farm and as to why they might be micromanaging. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. And find out more or ask for a discovery call at farmfamilycoach.com. See you soon.